Hey everybody, it's AJ, and tonight I thought I would just kind of blow through this video. It's one that I've been wanting to really record, and I've just it's been on my list, and for one reason or another, it didn't get to it. So today we're gonna just go through it. A few months ago, I had a client that wanted a form that was just like a normal application form. They want to have somebody fill out that could be a potential employee for the company, and it had upload a cover letter, upload a resume, and answer a few questions, and include your name and phone number and email address and all that kind of stuff. But what they wanted it to do was they wanted to know who sent the person to the form and have it be filled out, and they would have that information there very quickly without their employees having to really do anything, and without the potential employees really knowing what was going on in that regard. So using Gravity Forms, I ended up building a form that did that, and I thought I would kind of walk through those steps to creating that form today. So you can see I'm already in Gravity Forms and in the back end of WordPress. So we'll go ahead and create a site, or a form, excuse me. And it doesn't really matter the description. You can use title and description. You can always change those. And once we're in here, we're going to add some fields. So again, the form that I was creating was a basic application form. So we had name, we had a phone number. We didn't include an email or address. We included an email, a website, and a couple file uploads. Right, and so you can kind of see what that looks like, and then we kind of change this. Geez, let's just save that a second and see if this kind of works. Okay, so we changed the first one to like cover letter, and this one we went to resume. All right, so we update the form. Let's just throw it on a page really quick. So we can add the form, insert, and I'll just use this. All right, so if we view the page, you can see here we've got our form. You can fill it out, everything fine and dandy. The problem, though, is that, and this is really kind of where the solution fit in, is that this doesn't include anything to do with if I'm an employee and I refer, my brother, or my uncle, or cousin, or a friend, or whatever, whoever, to the company to apply, you're not going to see anything here. And so that's where Gravity Forms really shines, is it's got some cool hidden features that people don't always use. So under standard fields, there's actually a hidden field. And so if you put that in down here, and you click on the advanced tab, you can check this option to allow field to be populated dynamically. So we're going to click that. And what a hidden field is it's a field that doesn't show up for input, right? So you could pass it pretty much anything you want. In this case, though, we're going to populate it dynamically, meaning that we're going to put a query in, kind of like how this rest of this URL has a query, right? The query starts by the question mark, page equals, and this is kind of the page, and then there's an ID, which is the form. So we're going to do this, and we're going to call it employee refer, right? And so we'll just update the form, and if we just go to the form again and we just fill this out, I forgot because I'm logged in, it always does that. Since I didn't actually require anything else, I'm not going to upload those. We'll just submit, and you can see that. So now let's actually go look at our entries a second for this form, and you can see, here's some fields, right, and that's starting to work. But what happens if you want to show you want to know what this is? And we'll actually rename this to employee referral. So what we can do is let's reload the page, and then let's just do question mark, and we'll do employee underscore refer equals, and this is where you can just say AJ Morris, and you're gonna return, and you're gonna see that it fills it. It is there, and now we'll just fill this again. So we'll just say John Miller. Right, and we'll submit. All right, so everything's submitted correctly, and when we go to look at entries, if we actually view this guy, now I'm guessing it's just because it wasn't showing. Let me go back a second. I'm guessing we don't have enough room in here to show what columns are, but we could always remove a couple columns. So like, let's say we don't want website or resume, but maybe we want employee referral, and that's kind of something cool. But you can see here, employee referral now has AJ Morris, right? So if we actually view here, you can also see that there's a referral. So if I do another one, and this time just say Headway test site, and fill this out. And we'll just go ahead and submit that. Now, if we go back and look at our entries, we'll have to reload the page here so that we can see it. So here's the John Ruth one I just did, and you can see the Headway test site referral was in there. So it's pretty cool. I like this. I use it for a lot of different forms, especially if I'm embedding a form. Maybe it's the same form on multiple pages, and I want to know which page people are finding and filling out that form. I sometimes put that in there and kind of hide it through some like redirection tools and stuff like that, so that you will actually never see this. If I tweet something out, maybe, or if I Facebook something, you could also. In a lot of places where you're sending it out through email or social media, you can actually use this whole URL, use Bitly or some other URL shortening service and mask it as well. So that's really all I had. It's a pretty cool way to solve the problem. If you have come across a problem like this and want to, maybe you've done something different to solve the problem, definitely let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear it, see if that way works better than this way, or just to hear feedback on it. So thanks for watching. See you guys next time.